Tottenham 3, Everton 0. It does remind me of that Ledley King-Dawson combination back in the day in 2008 that got us through to winning the League Cup against Chelsea. It reminds me of that. The attack is just not clicking. That was Kudos's worst game. We are set piece FC. If we didn't have the set pieces, we would have not scored. You watch his face after he scored the goal, the non-celebration. Now, that was a picture. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another match reaction video for you today. Tottenham 3, Everton 0. And Tottenham are the first team to beat Everton at their new stadium at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Everything seemed to be rosy. We're third in the league. We're going strong. We're going to the top. And Thomas Frank is proving us doubters wrong on what he's doing at Tottenham Hotspur. Only problem is, you've got a professor of truth and entertainment that still needs to be convinced still, because there's still certain things that we do need to talk about on the match, and we're going to get into it. So the first thing I need to speak about is, and it's a positive, and it has to be the only thing to speak about, Mickey van der Ven. Yeah, Mickey van der Ven. Let's just say this. He's turning into a very class defender. I would actually say right now, one of the best defenders in the league this season. Let's be honest here. And let's be honest here as well. That captaincy has really taken to his shirt. And now seeing him be more of a leader, I actually think he's actually more of a leader than Christian Romero. Not a popular opinion, but it is. And I'm not the sort of guy, Mr. Box Office, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment. I'm not the one that would be kissing people's backsides here. But over the last couple of weeks now, you're seeing a captain, a born leader born into this guy. And he's defending really well as well and really leading that back line. And if you actually watch him actually having conversations with Vicario, you're actually seeing him building that relationship. The defenders are our best assets in our team right now. And I'll go on to another defender as well to say give him his plays as well. But for me, he is showing a lot of leadership in the team, and it's actually giving a good influence on the team as well, especially at the back. And I think that's why you're seeing some of the performances that you're seeing from some of the centre-backs as well, and the goalkeeper as well. So definitely he gets a major praise. He was definitely player of the match. He's the one that scored 2 goals. And he's, let's be honest here, he might as well be up front because he's better than some of our strikers right now. Let's be honest here as well. And yeah, he was absolutely fantastic. But let's be honest here, since Romero has been injured, he's stepped up massively and has been a massive part of the team. Second thing I need to speak about is Kevin Danso. Kevin Danso, another positive in the game, I likened him to Michael Dawson back in the day. He defends like him. He's got heart. He's very organised. He knows he's a very good defender. And that partnership with Van der Ven is really blossoming, in my opinion. And it's showing, even though attacking-wise we didn't have anything, and we'll go into that in a bit, but for me, it's showing the strength that he has as a character as well. And he's a no-nonsense defender. And that's what Michael Dawson was, a no-nonsense defender using heart. And it's a great combination. It does remind me of that Ledley King-Dawson combination back in the day in 2008 that got us through to winning the League Cup against Chelsea. It reminds me of that. And it's definitely a relationship that I think is going to blossom in the coming years, hopefully in the future. But yeah, definitely Kevin Danso gets his flowers. Next thing I need to speak about is Vicario. Vicario has been a question in the Tottenham fan base and a question mark in the whole spectrum of, do we need to look at a new goalkeeper? But let's be honest here. The last 2 games, he stepped up as well. He's been massive influence on us not losing. Let's be honest here. Against Monaco, he saved us with lots of great saves. And in this game, he saved us. Now, again, he was lucky with the O'Brien goal that India was offside and he was interfering with Vicario and he was offside. So he was very lucky that he got away with it. And that could have been crucial in the game. But overall, he saved from Grealish. He saved from India. I think he, for Dewsbury Hall, I think he had a chance as well. Beto, that was a great save when Beto, with overhead kick, and it was a great one-hand save. And he was crucial to Tottenham winning as well. And one of the reasons why we were able to get the goals where we got them is because Vicario was very good in his goal at the crucial times. So, and the communication between him and Van der Ven shows that there's a strong relationship growing between the two. And it's really showing a good, strong back line that we are forming at the moment. It's definitely one of our strong points in the team, has to be. And he has really stepped up in the team. And that's why now I think you have to look at it. Kinsey's got a hard job to get back into that team right now. He might be into the team. He might be put into the team in the Carabao Cup. But yeah, definitely Vicario has stepped up and saved Tottenham a few times and he's definitely stepped up in this game against Everton, and that's one of the reasons why we won this game. So now I need to speak about the not so positives in the game, and the first thing I do need to really speak about, and it's the only thing that I can really speak about, is the attack. The attack is just not clicking. That was Kudos's worst game. I don't think that was a good game from him. I think he couldn't get into the game as much. Yet he had influence on the corners to get the goals for Van der Ven. But let's be honest here, that you can see more from, and he was getting marked out the game. Same with Javi Simmons, struggled as well. Very much of a muchness. Mawani has some good moments, but wasn't enough. Was not enough. We are set piece FC. That's it. If we didn't have the set pieces at our disposal when we had them from the corners, we would have not scored because we just couldn't do anything. And Everton were more of a threat up front. And this is where I'm saying this. It's boring to watch. It's still boring to watch. You feel like you're struggling to get into the games and stuff. And it's really, really struggling. And you can't really have a look at, point your finger at Bentancur, because Bentancur does try and do what he can do. Yes, he's very good from corners. He's a threat from corners, yes. But there is times where it's just the possession. We are absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Some of the overpraise for certain players that are doing a job, like Brendan Johnson, doing a job because he's double teaming some of the wingers from on Everton's side. It's just over the top. Sorry, you are an attacking footballer. I want to see something attacking wise, or you might as well be a fullback. Honestly, what you doing? What are we doing here? You know, it's just, this is why I got my doubts on what Thomas Frank's doing, whether he, and this is where I need him to prove it to me, and this is going to see time. But this is where I struggle with this. So I think that's why, yeah, attacking wise, we are still struggling. Which leads me to one other thing as well that I need to speak about in this game, which I don't think people actually are going to talk about, but I think we do need to talk about it. And it's Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr, who scored a really good goal at the end of the match. Yes, Everton were exposed because they were trying to get back into the game and they were really trying to press at it as well to get back into the game. But he scored the goal. It was a good goal that was created from him specifically when he started the attack. Really, it was Bervo passed it on to him, and then he started on the attack, passed it on to Porro, who found the ball over to Richarlison, let's be honest here, that was his best contribution to the game. Don't get used to it, Richarlison. You're still below average. Emil Heskey, to me, as far as I'm concerned, average, and I still want you out the club. But for me, then he put it over to Sarr, and Sarr scored from a header. And you watch his face after he scored the goal, the non-celebration. Now, that was a picture. He looks frustrated, and you know he looks frustrated because he's the most happiest guy going you've seen him before. He's happy, always happy, joyful, especially when he scores. But that looks like a man that looks frustrated. And the celebration said to me, hey, boss, why are you not picking me, buff? Why are you not picking me? Why are you not picking me when these players are not doing enough? In one way, this is good. Good for competition. This is great. But there's a little bit of me saying, is it not that rosy in the garden right now? Is there a little bit of tension between some players at the moment? Just saying. But this is the point I'm saying. It's just, for me, is Sarr got a case here? Has Pape Sarr got a case here that he's been not dealt with the right hand here? Why is he not getting a chance? Why is he being extradited out the team? It'd be interesting to see what happens against Newcastle. It's good to see that there's a lot of competition for places, but it's interesting to see the frustration from Sarr. And if that's frustration from Sarr, a very happy-go-lucky player, what do you think the other players are going to be like? And that is maybe good, but also could be tense as well for the competition. We have to wait and see. So that's just my overall thoughts on the game against Everton. Tottenham third in the league and going strong. The next game is the Carabao Cup against Newcastle away at St James's Park. And then next week, the London derby against our fierce rivals Chelsea. And so it's going to be interesting to see whether we can get through these two games and see where we are. So for me, this is going to be still a hard period. There's still testing times for Thomas Frank and the squad. And with what the points I've just made at the moment, are we going to still see these players still shining, especially at the back? And are we going to see improvements in the attack? Those are the question marks that we're going to have to wait and see in the next coming days. So thank you for watching the video, my match review on Everton versus Tottenham winning. And please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. I hope you take care of yourselves. And as always, if you didn't know, get to know. Support your boy, Mr. Box Office. Subscribe and like. And come on, you Spurs. And I'm out.